Just me, or did my sword seem shorter there?
Clive doesn't have your nose, I said. He'd stumble off a cliff, I said.
Well, that's the trouble with a nose like mine. Can't help sticking it where it's not wanted. But if it wasn't for you two, my sniffing days would be over. Thank you. Truly.
I've 3D printed those two swords before. When I was printing stuff to bring along to that Who's the Mad Lad's place when I went down to New Orleans.
Him and his mate are on their way to your old stomping ground.
Not full size, but
Rosaria.
just little models.
Seen what they did to the Imperials who tried to stop them. There's no question about it. He's a dominant fire, all right.
He can't be. Clive, I saw you turn into an icon before my very eyes. And yes, there's a good chance it was you who killed the Phoenix. But we weren't alone, were we? There was the fellow you saw enter the whirlwind. I saw him too. You didn't dream it, Clive. He's out there.
But who is he?
Don't ask me. I don't bloody know. But I do know one thing. You're gonna find him and find out. After all, you swore an oath.
What?
You swore you'd avenge your brother's death, that you'd never rest until you'd hunted down the man responsible. So, find out if this man's responsible, and kill yourself if he's not.
Sid,
Don't thank me. Thank Gav.
Thank you, Gav.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No birds returning this year.
The Deadlands have swallowed their roosts, like as not. We're running out of time.
We'll be in Rosaria in a day or two.
Back to where it all began. He must be stopped.
Okay, but we gotta go back this way for now. Hello, Gear Cove. Yeah, I hope things are going well today. But yeah, the game here, it's pretty fun. But yeah, it is about half cutscenes, is what it feels like. There's a whole lot of it. The action is fun. The gameplay is definitely pretty fun. But yeah, it is very much like tuning into a TV series. It's very much what it's like here.
Fire was like a bleeding volcano.
Ever seen a volcano?
What? You think I'm having you on?
Clive! Your friend. She's awake.
Right.
And is hopefully a new ally?
Go to her, you fool. Right, you lot. Enough slacking. Goots, come with me. Gav, go and get those wounds seen to.
Oh, give it to me straight. How long have I got?
So?
All in good time. Let's make ourselves scarce.
Jill.
And I assume she's probably gonna become a new party member. Because the game has made it pretty evident that she's pretty important, and I've seen bits of her in trailers, so like... I would assume potential new party member here. Hello! Join my team. Increase our DPS.
It's true then. It really is you.
It is.
Clive! You're alive.
So are you. I still can't believe it. Are your wounds healed?
Yes. Talia told me what happened. You saved my life.
After nearly taking it, I had no idea. Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill? Fighting for them.
The Iron Blood. They invaded not long after the news arrived about Phoenix Gate. Rosaria had lost her leaders. The Duchy was in chaos. The Iron Kingdom saw our weakness and pounced upon it. They killed the men and captured the women.
And took you back to Ironhome.
I thought they meant to have their fun with me before the end. But the end never came. My powers awoke, and everything changed. It all happened so fast.
We were told that the Iron Blood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield or see my countrywomen slaughtered.
And they call us dominants.
What? What happened, Clive? What happened at Phoenix Gate?
It was me. I killed Joshua.
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
It's the truth. I changed into him again, not long ago. The second icon of fire. The one responsible.
Clive.
When I think back to that night, the hooded man, he spoke to me. What did he say? We have found you. What did he mean?
Clive, we should go back there, to Phoenix Gate. I need to know what really happened, and so do you. You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill, All right.
You'll be needing a change of clothes, then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
Sorry.
I'll see you soon then, Clive.
Your lordship. So I guess others around here know. New quest is available nearby. Okay, who are you?
I thought I told you to make yourself scarce.
Yeah. Okay, well, This is the way we go. And I hope things are going well today, Politico Stefan. I need to speak with you for some things. Maybe you'll introduce some new silly features here or something for me.
To say farewell.
Nope.
We're leaving.
Good decision. Better that than buried out there in the black. You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
Yeah, not this time.
And I will.
Now,
Over time, I might
What do you
potentially
do?
transition
we both know
my
you don't
chat
come into
sources
conversation.
over to Stream Elements chat sources as opposed to Streamlabs. Stream Elements has a built-in option of putting in a chat shadow just in the one single source. So I might do that. I don't have that set up right now, but I've been starting to set that up in the layouts that I've been designing for the 24-hour Charity Stream 11 in a few weeks' time here. And as I make new layouts, I might try to just do that. We'll see how well the chat shadow seems to work for those upcoming streams, and if I decide that it works well and great, and then I'll change the other chat sources to that, and then maybe the problem will be solved. I don't know. Yeah, so the stuff that I redeemed is, like, pretty good here. Like, this could be an increase. Was that increase my health by 6 points, I guess? Look, I'm good. I'm good right now. Don't worry about it.
And best of luck.
It's just to hoard my riches like Mr. Krabs right
I
now.
should probably say thank you to Gav too.
This is what I'll do. That's a good question. I don't think there is. What was it? No, not that button. There is a menu that lets me see Torgal. Yeah, I can check this here. Yeah, I would think it's just Torgal stats go up as we use Torgal in battle and then can level up these things somehow. I don't think there's actual gear. Okay. But yeah, I don't think I have anything there.
Made up, is it?
But yeah, I would like to play the FE3DS games first. That's a good way to start.
Back down memory lane, eh?
I guess it's a bigger story cutscene.
Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive. Not since the Imperials moved in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you was Sid, and she'll help you out.
Understood.
I'm surprised this is a higher quality cutscene and not a lesser one like the last one was
Thank you, Gav.
with the shopkeeper.
I'd be lost without you.
Oh, I guess because we have to
I'm
do
just
that
doing my job. No need to make such a fuss.
is why it's a better cutscene.
You take care, alright? Oh, I'm crap at goodbyes. Where's Sid when you need him?
Give him my regards when he gets back.
I will.
So we're not planning on coming back?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Okay, Snake.
Ready?
I know that's not
My
the
lady.
exact thing that Snake says, but it's always what pops into my head.
Ready.
Can't help myself. Okay. Oh yeah, there's another quest that I can do there at some point, but like, man, it's probably not too important right now. Dog looks like it needs to sneeze. Here, let's go to 3 reads. When did it grow up from the puppy? So we saw, like, towards the beginning of the game, a thing from 13 years ago where it's like, oh yeah, isn't life great here? And then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked, and then, like, we got captured and turned into, like, a forced soldier for the bad dudos into enlistment there, and 13 years later, and stuff there. I don't remember who attacked. Like, I look at the lore and then recall. But things are such a whirlwind here sometimes, and also I feel like when I'm having conversations about other things while story stuff is going on, I get a little bit lost. But those guys, the other dudos that weren't super happy with us and stuff, they attacked, and then now it's 13 years later. So 13 years passed, and the doggo's all grown up now. Rising waters transformed once fertile farmland into a noisome morass, rendering it into nigh uninhabitable to all but leeches and lizards. And so our main character's all grown up here now. Yeah, it definitely seems like so far. Rereads, let's go.
Rosaria, It's been 13 years.
But this breeze, the smell of the grass, it's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Bran did keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army. You get beheaded just for knowing a deserter. The only way out was on a mission.
I see.
But mostly I was afraid. Afraid to go back.
I know.
But I'm here now. Thanks to you.
Imperial Province of Rosaria. Is this an
Press on.
area that I can explore? I got gameplay here in a hot second. Oh, I guess so. Yeah. Homecoming. So many media references I could make there. Intensify.
Martha's Rest.
Yeah, the details are really nice.
But can we say the same for her patrons?
But if only I had a PS5 Pro! Oh, this looks like garbage!
Soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress.
Open the map and zoom out. World map. How do I... Just for like the overall landmass? Or to look at the footprint or something? What do you mean? Or you just mean like the local map? Of how big this area is? Will it actually let me go all the way there? So it's about the size of like a big area in like a Xenoblade Chronicles game. That's what it is.
Look at the fuse on this. Explains why there's a premium on
Oh, I'm zooming now. Hey? No, I can't lock onto them. I was just curious. Whoa, I can lock onto these guys though. Is what I can do. Alright, check this out. Here, let's Can I grab you? What? I messed up my timing. Just give me a second here. There's a combo that I want to do here. Hello, Needle Dory. I'm glad that... Did I say Needle Dory by accident? Whatever. If I did. Words are hard sometimes. Pew, 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 pew. Glad you read the stream rules. Welcome on into Stab. Hold on. Here, hold on. Give me just a hot second. Okay. There. Whoops, messed it up there. Okay. Yeah, I am feeling a little bit better about this game here. Remember much from Bowser's Inside Story? Currently really mixed on if it's your favorite or not from the games you've played in this series so far. Does a lot of stuff really well, but at the same time, man, the OST is forgettable. And the, what, fetish stuff? The what now? I'd say that the OST is generally pretty good. Like, at least some of the super standout themes. Especially the final boss theme. But generally, yeah. Not all the themes are amazing. But some of them really stand out. Like, Cape Coast or whatever the heck the place is called. I think that place is, like, super charming there. Are you out of here? Hey! Whatever. Whatever here. I said, Billy, gotta try this again. Oh, yeah, you said Billy Nye the Science Guy. Yep, that's an immediate channel ban. Right there. Not adhering to the stream rules with Bill Nye the Science Guy. Yeah, that's a very serious offense. Right there. You know, the price and quality difference between the PS5 and PS5 Pro is akin to the difference between a QLED and an OLED TV. It's there, but how much extra difference is really worth it? Yeah, fair.
though it pains me to use another man's branded.
And I'm not entirely sure. I've never actually played a Bayonetta
You
game
understand me, don't you?
before.
I need your help.
I've played Astral Chain before, which is another Platinum Games game. I've played Astral Chain, and I've played Nier Automata for Platinum Games games. But I've not played Bayonetta, which is probably the game that Atsu is most well known for. Or the series, I should say, that's most well known for. Sure, I might as well.
Fine.
That's the spirit.
Ah, banned.
Alright, here.
He'll die the science guy, that's right. And don't you forget it.
I'm owed a little something.
I wasn't really paying attention to what this guy was asking me, I'm gonna be honest with
Pass it
you.
along to your master by way of thanks.
That's not a real ban. Nightbot just puts text in the chat.
Detours on the way.
Anybody can use the command. If you just do ! ban and then literally any name, Nightbot is programmed to just say that name has been banned just in text. That's funny. Deliver the package to Martha's Rest. Can I hop on? Funsies? You have a saddle. Well, let me. Just out of curiosity here. I'd figure it probably won't, but like, imagine. Oh, wow. That's kind of on my way anyway. Yeah, it's just like a single word. So you can do it with like an underscore. You could do your underscore mom. It just grabs like the first word. So prior to a space. The chocobos are ugly. I wasn't really trying to fight here, I'm gonna be honest. Wasn't really my intention. Okay, and this is the way to go here. This is the way to go over here, methinks. So away we go. We have places to be.
Martha's Rest.
Okay. You're a little bit more boosted than me.
Do we take him in?
He's not one of ours. Look, he's with his master.
Well, at least I'm not arousing suspicion then in that case as someone who's a branded, since I'm with someone who isn't branded, so I just assume that she's my master. So, I mean, that works out to not arouse suspicion here. Sometimes there's a little bit of cooldown if Nightbot's being used a lot. If you try again in a hot second, it'll probably work. But if it's been used a whole bunch, sometimes it won't always work immediately. It needs a little bit of a breather. It needs to catch its breath. You know? Maybe not used to the colors being so diluted after playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Yeah, this is my first full playthrough that I'm doing of a Final Fantasy game on the channel, so I haven't played things like Final Fantasy VII Remake or Rebirth myself yet. But I have seen some graphics comparisons videos, and it is a very different look and feel for sure. And a lot of people I know have said that this game got the short end of the stick compared to the Final Fantasy VII Remake games. Some people feel that. I'll see whether I feel that when I eventually get to playing those ones.
They're a fine investment for a savvy merchant,
sort of.
especially around these parts.
When I was either in late junior high school or early high school, I bought Fire Emblem 7, Final Fantasy 7 on my phone as an app, since there's like App Store versions that you can get. And I don't remember how far I got. I got like a decent few sessions in. Like I probably got like maybe 10 hours in, something like that, way before I was a content creator. I got to shortly after the point that Cloud cross-dresses in the original game, and then I think I stopped shortly after that. So I have a little bit of time in that. And then when I was a brand new content creator in 2018, I started doing a playthrough of Final Fantasy X because one of the people that inspired me to stream, it's like his favorite game of all time, and I was like, oh, well, I'll try doing a playthrough of that. I picked it up on Steam, and I started streaming it. But because I was a brand new content creator, I didn't exactly have any viewers in my chat that could tell me, oh, by the way, your game is muted. There's no sound. I only realized afterwards, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll just, like, restart from the beginning and redo it at some point so I actually play through it with audio that the stream can hear. And I never got around to it, and it never happened. So I put, like, 2 sessions into Final Fantasy X. So, like, I have a tiny, itty-bitty little bit of Final Fantasy experience, but nothing really substantial. So this will be, like, the first Final Fantasy game that I actually truly sink my teeth into and beat. So, it is sort of my first Final Fantasy game. Technically not, but, like, it may as well be here. You have chocobos which will attack you do, which kind of sucks because they're cute. There's a bunch of chests in this area, too. Oh, well, whatever. You want the free stuff, don't forget to look around for it. Well, keep an eye out next time here. What you've played so far, Bowser Inside Story. Oh, there's other things. There's been force feeding, growing in size, muscles, vor, and partially parts. It's just, like, typical Mario game stuff, except, like, on a grander scale, I would say. But yeah, let's see here. All right, this game came out in 2023. Prehistoric fossil by now. I know, right? If it wasn't made in big 2024, get it out of here. Yeah, it's probably not exactly super relevant of a thing to be, like, playing anymore at this point. Well, you could say that's sort of relevant because it came out on PC, what, like 2.5 weeks ago? So, like, it's relevant with, like, the PC version now, even though that's not what I'm playing. This is also my first PlayStation 5 playthrough of the channel. I only got the PlayStation 5 earlier this year from that crazy Guzma mad lad. So this is literally the first time I'm playing through a PlayStation 5 game on the channel, so I'm getting used to the console too. Is kind of the case, since this was the game that he requested that I play, and it's like, okay, if he's the one responsible for the friggin' console, the crazy mad lad, then I owe it to him to play a game on it. So Final Fantasy 16 was his game of choice. Horizontally challenge, you keep swerving. No. Shit ton of animation with a Torgal interaction. That's awesome. But yeah, Guzma, what did you do with the PS5? In terms of, like, this was a new PS5. Don't ask me, ask Nerd streaming. So Guzma already has a PS5 and played this game and really liked it. And then, I believe, you could correct me if I'm wrong, Guzma, but I believe the explanation was, this one was behind, like, a customer service counter at some sort of electronic shops, whether it was Best Buy or whatever it was. So it had been returned. So it was marked down. It was a lot cheaper than just market price. But it seemed like there was seemingly nothing wrong with it. The person just didn't want it. So he picked it up with the initial idea being that, like, his brother could have his own PS5, and then his brother wasn't all that interested or didn't think that he'd be able to do it all that much, and didn't really have much interest in it. And then he was like, oh, well, that Harmonia nerd that I know that streams a whole bunch of stuff, like, maybe you could have access to a PlayStation 5 and all that, and play the very small handful of games that are still exclusive on that, considering all the exclusives nowadays go to PC, unless your name is Bloodborne, which is another game that I have on it, if I can have a look at the menu. Yeah, so I'll do a playthrough of that eventually. And this, because I played part 1 on PC, and it was such a glitchy mess, and this is apparently not a glitchy mess, so, like, those will be the upcoming PlayStation 5 playthroughs I do around here. So next would probably be Last of Us Part 2, which I hear is a whole lot better in the not breaking in half department, unlike Part 1 on PC, but story-wise is apparently not super great. So yeah, and then, no, because he took the one we have at home with him anyway to play at college. Wait, so do you have one at home now? Don't tell me that you're, like, PS5-less because you decide to be a generous mad lad. Only game that really interests you for the PS5 but is not exclusive one is Slime Rancher 2, because of your PC of barely being able to play it and it being one of your favorite games of all time. Okay, gotcha. Wait, no, you said that right? Never mind? No? So you're not PS5-less. Took the one we have at home with them anyway to play at college. You have PS4. Wait, because I remember you having a PS5 at your place when I was visiting you in New Orleans, and you showed me, like, the Garuda mission of this game. So you had the one PS5, and he's borrowed that to go play at college, and you still have, like, your PS4 and stuff. So this game that you recommended me to play, can you even play it anymore if it's, if it was taken? Wait, now I'll feel kind of bad. If you had to at one point, and it was like, oh, bro's not interested in that, I'll just give it to, like, Friendo Harmonia. And then it turned out that bro was interested in it, and then took, like, your only other one, and now you're PS5-less. If that's the case, I feel bad. Like, wait, what? But yeah, no PS5 in the pristine year of 2024. Poor. The story choices of The Last of Us Part 2 were certainly bold. Will be interesting to see the reception to the next TV season. Yeah, since apparently they're not changing anything. And while this is my first PS5 playthrough of the channel, I've mentioned this before, but I have actually played through this on my own time with my family. Because my family and I watched season 1 of the TV show together, and we were curious about how the story went. So I played through this, not streaming it, but just, like, in the living room with my family and watching the story play out. So knowing what happens now, I do have to say, yeah, some of the choices are very yikes. And, like, really? And there's some choices where it's like, that's not how you progress a story in an engaging way. You just completely drop off all of your tension partway through it and then start doing something that feels like it doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things for so long. And then, yeah, I'll have feelings to share about that game when we eventually get to it. But I gotta get through Final Fantasy 16 first. But yeah, PS4 in the godless year of 2024. Still walking with your barely working new 3DS from 2017, and you can't go wrong with a new 3DS. Yeah, don't worry about it. There's not even a lot of games on the PS5 anyway. Well, at least it's not gone forever. But, like, I still feel kind of bad that you were like, oh, yeah, spare PS5 when it turns out we don't need the spare one. Here, you take it. And then, now your PS5 less. But yeah, I guess you are right. There is not really a whole lot of, like, exclusive games to the PS5 anymore. Who knows when Bloodborne will eventually come out on other things. That can never make you PS5. But yeah, I feel like if you were to replay Last of Us Part 2, you'll just lose all character development you had and just start trashing it. This game sucks, LMFAO.
Depends who's asking, and why they have an Imperial bearer with them.
About that.
Protection, which hopefully won't be needed, if you can advise me on the safest route to the west.
It's your friend here I'd be worried about. Bearers don't have an easy time of it in Rosaria. Even a Stratton lad like him might attract the wrong kind of attention. And if he gets nabbed, it ain't likely to end well for you either.
Then we'll just have to stay out of the malicious way. Gav said you might be able to help us.
Follow me.
Okay.